After hundreds of San Diego children got sick from living in lead-filled homes, city leaders clamped down on the landlords renting those homes out.
But a 10 News investigation found that not everyone learned their lesson. An investigative reporter, Mitch Blocker, found rentals filled with lead move-in ready.
Jason Baker is undercover with the I-Team, going from rental to rental.
Hi, I wanted to see if I could come look at the place you have for rent on Harrison Avenue.
Looking for signs of lead and any warning from landlords looking to make a sale, some who weren't willing to fess up.
As far as kids, is there anything to worry about?
Baker works for San Diego's Environmental Health Coalition and agreed to play house hunter.
I wanted to come look at the apartment on K Street.
We're looking at homes built before 1978. Those are the ones likely to have used lead products in the construction and upkeep. And those are the homes where legally landlords have to say something if there's even a chance the property could have lead in it. We started just north of the city asking about a rental built in the 60s.
He told me no, there was nothing to worry about.
Did he ever bring up lead?
He did not ever bring up lead. No, he did not.
Next, we hit Harrison Avenue in Barrio Logan.
Hi, I made it over to the apartment you had for rent. I took a look at it.
Lead was never mentioned.
That's the problem. I think a lot of people don't know the right questions to ask.
Next came the most eye-opening rental at 2262 Market Street. We were told to go right in.
Okay, and then, all right, I'll look at it and then call you.
Inside, we found mold and paint chips, lots of them.
Just simply slapping a coat of paint over existing lead paint is not adequate as far as dealing with the hazard.
We collected some samples and tested them. They were positive for lead, something the property manager forgot to mention.
Okay, yeah, all right, so really nothing to worry about, you think?
But it could become something to worry about because lead is toxic to children. It can cause learning disabilities and even brain damage. And according to the EPA, all it takes is about the equivalent of a packet of sugar to do it. So who is renting these properties? We went to find out.
At All Property Management, they buzzed us right in. Up the stairs and around the corner, we met Nina.
We wanted to talk with somebody from your property management company about why there is lead in one of your properties.
She told us they just bought the property 6 months ago.
If that is a concern, we definitely have to address that.
And gave us her boss's number, a guy named Ben.
Wanted to talk to you about 2262 Market Street.
He told us the property was clean and that his company makes the proper disclosures in all of its contracts, but he wasn't willing to show us one.
There's something very wrong here. Very wrong.
We showed City Councilwoman Marty Emerald part of our investigation.
He gave him every opportunity to talk about the flaking paint, the mold, the bug infestation. Nothing. He didn't disclose a thing.
Emerald chairs San Diego's Public Safety and Neighborhood Services Committee. The councilwoman called the lack of disclosure troubling and inconsistent and promised action. That action may come in March when Emerald's Public Safety Committee meets.
Now, in all, we checked out 8 different rental properties, all of them built before 1978. The one place we tested for lead, we found it. Now, none of those landlords we talked to ever said anything about lead in the homes they were trying to rent us. And keep in mind, there are a couple of ways to get lead poisoning. Of course, you can get it from eating lead paint chips or inhaling its dust.
Right, so what questions should renters and home buyers be asking?
Yeah, the first question you have to ask is, when was the property built? If it's pre-1978, odds are that lead is in the construction. Right. The second question to ask, if it is pre-1978, you have to ask what the landlord or the person trying to sell you the property has done to get rid of the lead.
Right, so important to ask if you have kids.
Definitely.
Mitch, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mitch.